Sober, Moto King Cody, Jabin. That's me, I'm not racing. Proper and Pixie? And Pixie is not on the line yet. I hope Pixie makes it. Let's follow our host. This isn't it. Let's go to... There he is. Let's follow our host off the gate. Whole shot going to Cody. And Cody goes down. Looks like Sober's out front. Let's follow Sober here going through the 10 Commandments. Getting huckabucked, but he makes it through him pretty clean. Somebody goes down in the 10 Commandments. Let's go Ingram. We're hooting for Ingram. Let's take a look at who we've got right now. Sober out in front with a pretty good lead. Coming up on a second and a half. Followed by Jabin. Moto King, who actually went down, got passed up by Cody. Cody top 3 and goes down in the sand section. Followed up, again, Moto King. And let's actually follow this battle here for a second. Cody down again. Cannot get a handle on himself here. We've got Moto King followed up by Ingram right behind him. Proper Moto Pod following it back. Cody getting back into that sand section. Finally back up, and it looks like Jabin is right on Sober's tail. And Sober goes down into the corner going into the finish line. Jabin is going to be the lap leader for lap number 1. Ingram's wife actually works for NASA. He is gaming on a shed. Nice! And is that Ingram? Who is that? Oh, that's Sober. I forgot, dude. That white, I think it's a Husky, but it's the Yamaha with that paint on it. That's crazy. But Sober making up time on Jabin right now. Jabin going down in the corner, going down actually in Ezra's corner there. Sober coming in the 10 Commandments. And I think that's Sober's favorite section. He always goes through those so smooth. Jabin getting through him. Moto King off the side of the track going through them. Ingram right behind him. And Cody just having a rough time getting into a battle right now. A proper moto if they can get through these 10 Commandments here. And Sober putting a gap down right now on Jabin. Sober just looks too comfortable out there right now. Through the sand section. And getting a little bit huckabucked on those berms going through the sand. They are a little bit difficult. I know these guys like to ride on the tops of the ruts through the sand there, and that can mess you up actually going into the ruts. Commentator on point though. Thank you. I appreciate it. Jabin, 6-second gap between him and Sober. Moto King following it up. Ingram coming through. Looks like he's got a little bit of a gap coming up between 3rd and 4th right there. Proper and Cody getting into a battle right now. Let's follow this for a minute. Oh, and Cody goes down off of the tabletop. Proper going in the sand section. Who was that just went down? Jabin went down with Moto King right behind him. Moto King getting huckabuck, but he holds on to it. And this is going to be a battle for 2nd place right now. Ingram. Everybody loves Ingram right now. Sober just with a commanding lead right now. Moto King and Jabin coming into the 10 Commandments. Whoever gets through this section the cleanest is going to be the one. And it looks like Jabin went down in the 10 Commandments. That's going to give the second place. Oh, and he goes down actually right after the 10 Commandments on the berm coming out of it. But Jabin is going to hold on to it. Oh no, Moto King takes it. Jabin was the one that went down. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. Ronnie macking it over that. Having some connection issues with him, so we're going to go follow Moto King for a moment. Let's take a look at Ingram. Everybody loves Ingram. The definite favorite for tonight as far as the crowd goes. Cody following him up and Motopod coming through behind him. Sober with a 14-second gap right now between him and second place. All he has to do is ride consistent. There's still 7.5 minutes left in this, so anything can happen. You gotta take back Cody winning, damn hypes. And Jabin actually closing the gap down between him and Moto King right now. Ingram right behind him. Proper Motopod. And where is Cody at right now? Right behind him. And there's proper Motopod right there. I'm trying to find you guys a battle to watch. And it sounds like I thought I heard an engine on the 10 Commandments further ahead of Moto King, but it was, I don't know what that was. Ingram going through the 10 Commandments right now. Or as Ingram calls them, whoops, it looks like. And Cody has gotten the time from Ingram hitting the 10 Commandments wrong to catch back up to him. Somebody went down. I can't tell who that was. It's probably proper Motopod, it sounds like. Let's follow this battle between Cody and Ingram for a minute. Oh, and down Ingram goes. But Cody went down too. Really didn't make any space. If anything, it helped Ingram out a little bit. Coming into that stand. Coming over that table. Sober just running away with it right now. Moto King went down. He was catching up to him. And looks like Moto King just cannot keep a hold of it, and actually giving up the space to Jabin to take second place back from him. We might have us a battle going on right here. Coming into the 10 Commandments, let's watch Moto King through them. Casing that second part of the triple, but I think Jabin having issues through him as well. Ingram just sending it through. Cody taking the lead from him, or taking the fourth place from him. I'm sorry. I think Moto King having more trouble. Looks like he's falling further and further back from Sober right now. It's 3 minutes left. Sober just passing the finish line right there. And just to show you guys the gap. There's a Moto King going through the sand section right now. There's a finish line behind him going around the corner and just now crossing that finish line. That is the gap that Sober has on second place right now. 19 seconds. Jabin oh, hang on. Getting swapped out. Actually looks like Cody might catch up to Jabin here. Cody making some ground. He might still have a podium spot here, Hypes. Followed up by Ingram and Proper Motopod. Let's follow our leader here for a minute. Just going through extremely smooth. Yeah, Cody is ripping all of a sudden. I think there's been a lot of mistakes that we haven't seen. Because I see riders go down and I keep hearing them, but I don't know who it is. But yeah, Cody is absolutely tearing it up. I can't see the lap times right now. Let's see if I can get in there somehow and find that. I don't know what button it is. Yeah, I can't remember which button it is that gets me that. But Cody is caught up to Jabin. And he's actually putting on a little bit of a clinic right now for these 250 guys, these 250 BC guys. Sending it over that sand section right there, jumping straight into it. Coming over the finish line, neck and neck it looks like. Cody going for the pass on that outside. And Cody comes away with that podium position right now. All getting loose, both two of them. It's going to be a battle who can get their bikes first. And you can see him checking behind him real quick to make sure. Oh, and down he goes. Jabin coming in the 10 Commandments. If he can hold on to it, he might have something here. And he goes right over the front of the bike. Cody going smoothly through them, just taking it. Jumping into the corner. Oh, and Jabin takes out Cody's front end. Let's go take a look at our leader as we come into 3 seconds, 2 to go. So 3 laps left. Sober goes down. 2 laps left, I'm sorry. Sober absolutely tearing it up right now. Get that guy in a swear 30 seconds? What do you mean, Hypes? Oh. Yeah, that 30-second gap is pretty deep. Oh, in A class. Yeah, I don't have say in any of that. That's between you and Cody if you want to talk to Cody, but he is tearing it up right now. I've ridden with Sober. Sober's never this good. I think he got kissed by a leprechaun this morning or saw a unicorn or something, because he's actually riding all right now. Pretty sure we got one more class, the Open, Schoolboy Open, after the 450 class coming up. But Sober just absolutely throwing it down right now. Let's go back to Moto King. It's that triple in the 250, which is no light task for sure. Cody actually making the pass back on Jabin, it looks like. I want to follow this battle for a minute because these guys are kind of swapping back and forth. Let's go check in on Ingram really quick. Ingram not too far back, but he cannot stick into a rut, and he loops out. Proper Moto Pod coming up behind him as well. A little bit of a gap going through the 10 Commandments, having a little bit of a rough time there. Let's go back and watch Cody and Jabin real quick. Oh, and Jabin's actually in front of Cody. Ingram. Crowd favorite here. Oh, and down goes Jabin. Cody takes it ahead of him. Cody coming into the 10 Commandments right now. Cody is hitting these so smooth. That is crazy to me. I think Jabin might have had some issues going through them. No, Jabin's still right there behind him. He's got a little bit of a gap there, but Cody making some time up right now. Wow, 50-second gap between Sober, and Sober comes in through the finish line. Moto King coming through the sand section, a couple corners left before we come into that finish line. Hitting that big triple tabletop. Launching it into the sand section. One more corner to go. And Moto King rounds it out second place. Cody coming in, really catching up time. Cody was in last a minute ago, and he actually made a lot of time up. Jabin absolutely having a rough time right now. Comes in for fourth. And I think Jabin's having internet problems. That might be it. The people's favorite. Ingram coming across the line, taking fifth. We've got Proper Motopod coming in right now. I never focus so hard at not crashing. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I do that all the time. Don't worry, I caught a couple of you making a spill. And Proper Motopod coming across the finish line to round it out. Alright, this is your leaders. This is the scoreboard right here.